let's get this huge bag of makeup and put it to the test. I've noticed that Sheglam has become a huge thing, so here we are trying out their products. I hope that you guys like it. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started. First of all, can we just talk about the packaging? So on this side, I'm gonna use the matte, and I also got the hydrating one in the same shade Nude. Now, I will say that when you pump it, it does suck back in, or it even pulls onto your skin a little bit. I've never felt that with any other pumps that I've used before. I love already that it's not that full coverage. It has some coverage, like all my blemishes are gone, but it looks like skin, and literally it's the perfect shade. Wow. Look at that, it matches my neck beautifully. Right away, I can see how the matte foundation has a bit more coverage. This looks very skin-like, it's my skin. It's clear, it's clean. My skincare routine is top-notch. This is still very dewy. I don't know if it's gonna dry down a bit, but is completely full coverage. You know that you have a thicker foundation on this side. Even though it's a very light consistency, I am super, super pleased with both formulas. And if it's a matte foundation and it's not drying out my skin, it's a bonus. All right, I was going with concealer. So I got myself two versions of concealers. I got the, I guess, regular one. I don't know what the heck this is. And I got the Complexion Boost Concealer. I will say that the regular concealer is a bit lighter than I would expect, but we're gonna highlight today, okay? We're gonna try a whole bunch of formulas, so I'm gonna try and split my face as best as I can. Oh, look, and it has a little puffer. I love that. Okay, so this one looks like it's more my skin tone. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... Oh, I love this. For days that I don't want to be full coverage, I don't want to show like I'm wearing makeup, and it's super, super creamy. For the days that I want to look more natural, I just don't know how I feel about this application. It's a little messy to work with, but whoa. I've tried this concealer before on my clients, never on myself. I'm obsessed. The formula is so creamy, it's blendable, it's brightening, stunning. And usually when you do lighter colors like this, and it's not for your skin tone, if I may say, or it's too light, it will not cover. It will look a little ashy, but I don't see no ashiness. It's just me being that I had like 10 hours of sleep. Insane. Now let's move on to this side. I'm gonna rotate the sponge. Wow, okay, the formula on this is 10 times more creamier, more wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know, this feels like I'm literally putting eye cream, and the coverage, might I say, is 10 times better than this side. It makes me feel like I just went in and got a Botox, like there's no line underneath. This is Sheglam, Shein. What are you guys doing back there? And for their price point, okay? Their price points. You guys, and it's so creamy. Literally so creamy. This is the definition of literally feeling like butter. It feels like butter. It's so creamy that on the side of my lip right here, it feels like I put a lip balm on. Did I just find my favorite concealer? I'm gonna go in with their bronzer. It's in the shade Terracotta. This thing smells so yummy. These I've always loved. They blend so nicely. The pigmentation is there. And for the price, you just can't be mad. Can you just stop it? What is going... I don't understand. Okay, so I have two shades of blushes here. I have the shade Float On and I have the shade Hush Hush, and I'm gonna put them on each side. I wanted to try more orangey tones, which these may not look that different, but this one's more coral. This one's more like a rosy peach. This is, you guys, my temples are popping. Wow. So I bought the pink version of the Insta Ready. I do have the original. It was very good, but with you guys going ham with the pink stuff, let's try it out. I'm gonna use one of these little puffers. You guys, this is making me feel like when I used to beat my face all the time, and I'm gonna put some a little bit on my forehead since it's not that in your face kind of thing. I do love that the pink does give you that pop effect. When I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, whoa, it looks amazing. It looks bright, it looks fresh, but it's not too much. But that's not the only powder that I got. Sorry, itchy. I also got their pressed powder that comes in a little velvet thing too, and it looks like this. I got it in the shade Chantilly. You can lift it up like that, and there's gonna be like a little mirror and a pressed powder puff. Oh my gosh. It's velvet on one side, and then it's like a little sponge on the other side. I love that. But we're not gonna use you today, honey. I'm gonna go old school and use a little powdered brush and set the rest of my face. Wow. I got two shades of blush. I got the shade Ear Peachy. Super, super cute. And their packaging reminds me so much of the Kylie Jenner blushes. And I also got Coral Dealy Yours or something like that. I think I butchered that, but it's okay. So I'm gonna do the coral shade on this side. Wow! Oh my gosh. It literally looks like a baby's bum with how powdery and smooth it looks. Wow. And then I'll go in with the Your Peachy on this side. Wow, this is such a pretty color. My cheekbones, you guys, are popping, okay? I did also get a bronzer called Day Gleam. Such a cute package. Honestly, all their packaging is super cute, very high-end looking in my opinion. This reminds me of the About Face brand. Wow. And it's blending so nicely with the blush. Before I continue to drive you guys crazy, I'm gonna go ahead and finally do my eyebrows, okay? So I got two products for that. I got their dual-ended brow liner, and I'm gonna go and use this on the left side of my face. And I also got the Fulfilled eyebrow palette that looks like this. Super, super cute. And when you open it, it has 3 shades. I think this is like a wax or a pomade, and then 2 little brushes. Wow, 17-year-old Ronnie is back. This is how the natural side looks. I also picked up a brow gel, which seems to be in their old packaging. I'm not sure, because this used to be their old logo. And I got this in the shade Red Brown. So you see how it looked very natural and everything. I just go in just to add a little bit more color, which I'm obsessed, but because it's a bit more runnier than I thought it would be, it gave me a little bit too much color. I'm gonna go in with some highlighter, and I'm gonna use the Moonside highlighter in the shade Cosmic Stream. And again, the packaging reminds me of the About Face line. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I got myself a dual stick eyeshadow. It's like a cream eyeshadow, which I love these for the on the go when you're trying to make it seem like you actually tried. This is in the shade Penny. I was just curious to see how the formula worked, if it settles into your creases, if it rubs off after some time, like what is the deal? It literally looks like I tried to do a beautiful eyeshadow look, but really it's just, and honestly, this lighting is not, it just isn't making justice. And it almost makes my eye look wet, like it's wet, glowy. Love it. For the full face side, I bought myself some eyeshadow palettes. I got the Smart Cookie palette, which is an all matte eyeshadow palette. That's a little boring. So I also got the Mauve Ola's palette. Marvelous, I love that. I'm gonna go in with Khaki Pants, which is this shade right here. Wow. The pigmentation is there. And I don't think that you can see how smooth this is applying. Like literally, this camera is not doing us any justice. Now I'm gonna use the shade Linger, which is this one right here, to deepen out the crease. There is a lot of fallout, but the pigmentation is there, y'all. And they blend, wow! They blend in so nicely. And then I'm gonna use the shade Do Not Disturb, which is this one right here, and put it all over my lid. This is one of my favorite mascaras from Sheglam, or mascaras in general. I have very straight lashes, so it's very hard for me to find mascaras that will keep the curl and the length throughout the entire day. And I promise you that this does not budge my lashes. There's no flaking happening, nothing. The little brush looks like this on one end, which is to add volume, and then the one to add length is curved, which you will see in a second that it actually does that. But look at that, I have lashes. I'm gonna pop on some lashes and then I'll be right back. And now for the final step, let's do some lipstick. I'm gonna use the shade Momo Joe or something like that and line up my lips. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Mahogany Magic. Wow. I love it. So that was that. Now let's try one of the lippies so you guys can see the formula, the consistency, and everything. So that is all for today's video, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed every single item that we covered. If you guys would like for me to do more content like this, or to cover another brand, or to do a full face of whatever, comment down below, give me some recommendations, and I would be happy to do that for you guys. But I truly, truly do hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Mwah! Love you guys.